Alright, what's up YouTube? This is gonna be my last engine oil additive video I'll be making, and it's gonna be about the Prolong engine treatment. And like I always use Valvoline, but like on the oil analysis they said that Valvoline has sodium as an additive, which isn't bad for your engine, but I just want to see because I have a head gasket leak, and then which contains the antifreeze contains the coolant, and no, it contains sodium and potassium. So I want to try an oil without the sodium. So I mean, I don't know, this is a brand new oil from Walmart. I mean it's the same oil, the Supertech. Well, actually it's a new one because they'd never had the full synthetic high mileage one before. So yeah, I'm gonna be trying that out. And the cool thing about it is that it's Dexos, because I normally use Valvoline full synthetic with the Max Life, which is a high mileage, and like that's the only oil that's a full synthetic high mileage that's approved by Dexos. So yeah, so Walmart is definitely stepping up their game. Well, it's not Walmart, it's like whoever produces it for them. I don't know who is it. There's a lot of debates between Citgo and Warren, but either one, they make good lubricants. So yeah, I'm gonna be testing out this oil and also this one. I have another video on my YouTube channel of the unboxing of this, so if you'd like, check it out. Right now I'm already doing the oil change. That's the oil is actually dripping already. So, and then the filter I'm using is the Purelator Boss filter. It's already on there. So yeah, I'm going to make another video showing me pouring in this right here. So stay tuned. Alright, see you in the next scene. Alright, so we are getting ready to add this. I don't know why this doesn't focus. So I have it, this is the cap right here. It's sunny, so just bear with me because the white, like, it may reflect too much, like too bright or something. So that's the seal. So you just pull that and all that, take it off. Alright, so I'm ready to pour it in. So alright, so here goes the Prolong. I'm about to pour it in. Let's see how it looks. Alright, let's see. I've never seen this stuff. So it's like has a hue of gold, but it's mostly clear, as you can see. Alright, so that's going in there. This was a $20 additive at AutoZone. So as to get as much material out. Alright, so it's empty now, but what I'm going to do is let's see, I'm just gonna get this funnel. Alright, let me see if I can do it. It's gonna be hard, but it doesn't even fit. Alright, so I'm gonna get a different funnel, stick it in here, and then I'm gonna add more oil just to get like everything around, like the walls and all that, to get as much material. So yeah, I will do that, but you guys don't have to see it. And then I'll add the oil in the next slide. Alright, so hopefully the camera doesn't fall. I have it right there, but hopefully you guys can see this. So this is the Walmart. This is as of February 26 or 27 of 2018. So like, this is just Walmart's redesigned bottle. I'll probably make just a separate video just on the bottle. So that's what it is, Dexos. So I'm about to pour this inside the engine oil just for you guys to see. And if you guys are curious about the smells, it does smell like synthetic oil. Like, it doesn't smell like petroleum. So so yeah, I'm gonna just pour this out and hopefully you guys could see. Hopefully you guys see. I'm gonna pour it in slowly. Actually, it's not as dark as it looked earlier, but it has a nice golden color to it. Alright, so I'm just adding the oil to my car, and hopefully I added the right amount. I'm gonna check the level. So it's pretty much it. I'm just pouring some inside for you guys could see, and then that wraps it up. See you in the next slide. Alright, so I finished putting all the oil mixed in with the Prolong engine treatment. I'm gonna just show you the level. Hopefully you guys could see it. Shit, let me see. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure you guys can see it. This shit has to focus though. Oh, shit doesn't focus, man. Well, the level it's at the top dot. You guys see my dipstick? Damn, man. Fuck it, man. This shit doesn't focus. So, but it's on level. So, well, slightly above it. But like once I turn it on, it's gonna be it's gonna filter through the filter. It's gonna go through the filter and circulate. So we are good. Well, now I just have to drive it. So I'm making this video as of the February 26th or 27th. I don't know what day is it of 2018. So I'm gonna drive it. I mean, I don't know how much miles I'm gonna drive it for, but like I typically do an oil change like every 4 to 6 months, depending on how I drive. So yeah, I'll let you guys know my personal experience on how it feels, if there's even a difference, like of the sound, or like you could tell, like you have to concentrate a lot, but you could tell like when additives work or not. So I'll let you guys know about that, and then also like I'm gonna do an oil analysis. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that, and so am I. And thank you for watching. See you next time.
Okay, YouTube, we are back with the oil analysis. Yay, after 4 long months. It felt like 4 long months, and after 1,600 miles of tough LA traffic, #1 of the world. Yeah, it gets crazy out here. Spend hours of idling time in traffic, so yeah, it gets pretty bad. So without further ado, let's just read the comments. It says right here, it would seem your Civic is on the path to recovery. Copper and lead both read at a fraction of past results, though we know that the big jump back in October was just due to the use of engine restore. So if you guys don't follow up with my videos, I tested engine restore a while back. You could check out all my videos. So my videos, well, actually, I don't know if I've done a video on this one, but I've done the video on the engine restore, which is this column. This is just my baseline, like just my plain motor oil, my plain full synthetic without any additives, at least aftermarket additives. This other one, January, that was tested with Hyperlube oil supplement, and then well, this is our new one right here with the prolonged engine treatment. So let's keep on reading it. It says hopefully one more oil change will be enough to have washed out the additive. So the additive that Restore contains is copper and lead, which is right here. Obviously, this is my baseline, and then I added it, and it jumped up significantly. But after the oil changes has passed by, it slowly like just washes away, flushes out. So it's not bad to have that in there. Well, it could be if you haven't added restore, because if you have copper and lead levels, that can mean something's not going good and it's wearing something inside your engine. So be aware of that. So let's continue on. Potassium and sodium also came in at some of the lowest values. Let me just get this out the way. Remind me later. So sorry about that. So it says right here, potassium and sodium also came in some of the lowest values on the page. So coolant does seem to be leaving the system. So I don't know if I mentioned it in my past videos, but I have a slight coolant leak. I don't know where, but it's most likely from the head gasket, because the mileage you see here is the original miles on the engine. It's never been torn apart. So, but I don't have a bad head gasket, like where it sounds like a motorcycle. But somehow, coolant seeps into my engine oil. I don't know from where, but it's most likely from there. So I just gave the bar's head gasket permanent fix a try, and according to this, to the elements, it works. It doesn't completely fix it as if you were to replace the head gasket, but at least it lowered it because uh, coolant contains potassium and sodium. Um, so yeah, as you could see, it was higher before, and it slowly got has gone down. They say it works immediately, but it took me some time. But that's a separate video. I'll do a video on that product. So let's continue. It says the viscosity was a tad thin for 5W30 grade oil this time, but that's not a problem. Overall, no new developing concerns. Stick with 2,000 miles for now. So about this product, the Prolong engine treatment, um, it's a it's an oil additive that it conditions the metal, not the oil. So I don't know, something with the chemistry, but the Prolong gets attracted to iron. So it kind of works like it clings onto it even after long periods of time of not being used. It still cling onto it. And a good competitor against Prolong is Bestline engine treatment. Pretty similar product. It's just a different brand, um, but yeah, I like this oil additive because it just makes your engine really quiet. Like there was one time like you could barely hear it. Obviously the engine is still on, but it was like the most silent I've ever heard my engine of like being the owner. I mean, it was my dad's car. It's been in the family, but as of me owning it for like almost 3-4 years now, it's the quietest it's been. It drives smooth. I like that about it. It makes your engine smoother. So let's just look at the ironware because since it conditions the metal, so ironware is right here, uh, 4 parts per million, and then the past oil analysis is marked 6. That was 14, but that was let's just forget about that one. So the difference of 2 parts per million is pretty insignificant. It is 2 parts per million, but it doesn't make much of a difference because if you were to test a virgin oil sample, like brand new oil out of the bottle and send it out to the laboratory, there would typically be like 1 to 2 parts per million of iron just from like the blending process of the, or what is it called, the production line. So you'll typically always find iron. So those 2 parts per million will make a difference. Um, so yeah, let's continue looking down. Um, well, pretty much the rest is the additives from the motor oil. Let's look at the properties. So the properties, it says right here, I typically look at the second one. So this shaded area is the standards of what the limits of 5W30 has to be within. So it falls below the very lowest standard, so it's 8.9 instead of the lowest of 9.1. So I don't know if the Prolong made it thin. It didn't look too. It was pretty thin when I poured it in, but it was only 12 ounces poured into like 3 point something quarts of oil. It might have made an impact, but still, if you would have just put the Super Tech alone, it would still be fairly thin. Um, it would be like around 9.1, 9.2. But you will just have to get it tested, so I can't say nothing about it. I don't want to give you false information. So yeah, this product, I liked it. If you guys were to tell me if I recommend it, honestly, I really don't recommend any oil additives at all if your engine is fine. But like obviously, if like you have like a blow by problem or your engine consumes a lot of oil, then like you got to do what you got to do. Try some products out. Most of these products help, and I don't like bashing on companies like talking trash because most of these products, they claim to do um, what they state, but it's typically by a little and or not at all. But I don't know. I don't want to trash talk. Prolong is a good company. Don't get me wrong. It's just it's not necessary. All oil additives aren't necessary. You're perfectly fine with engine oil itself, unless you have a unhealthy engine. But yeah, uh, I really don't want to talk about like money, but this costs $20 for me at AutoZone without sale. But if you buy it online, it may be cheaper, maybe more expensive. So give or take $20. That may be a lot for some people. It may be a little bit for some people, but uh, to be honest, I'm not cheap either. But $20 is like buying a whole nother 5 quart jug of motor oil. I mean, it varies. It could be a synthetic motor oil, conventional. It could be on sale. So yeah, keep that in mind. Uh, so yeah, if you guys feel like I didn't answer much, if I didn't answer a particular question, or if you just want to ask me more questions about this oil additive, please let me know in the comments section below. I really do enjoy responding. Thank you to my subscribers who have been subscribing lately. So yeah, thank you for watching this video and have a good day.